What I like to do is have quarries and mines for people that are not really doing anything. So what we're doing right here is we're creating a nice quarry that is quite far away from the town, that it doesn't, so that it doesn't become sort of an annoying eyesore for the people of the town. There we are. And that's what we're creating right here. And it's roughly this length. For some reason there's one bit sticking out, but that's fine. What we can do with that is make some nice housing or something like that, and the church could be around it in that sort of fashion. And there you go. The quarry. Quarry is in construction, ladies and gentlemen. The people that are not generally doing anything, for instance, the 11 laborers that we have that are currently not doing anything, they're the kind of people that I want working in these quarries, just gathering up random resources. It gives them something extra to do than just moseying about doing absolutely nothing whatsoever. And look at this right here. This is pretty cool. What I want to do is create a tunnel through this mountain right here that goes into another nice little town that's in this general sort of very built up, very snug looking place that hopefully doesn't have as much mounds as our current town location of choice is. And that is very... The current of this lake is not very strong. These deer or elk are just like running through it like wild stallions. It's just ridiculous. Doesn't make any bloody sense. Also, I want to have a house in the back here because I think it will look rather nice. We'll call it Old Man House, and it will belong to an old man. There we are. I'm a very simple man, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do, you know, really complex stuff. I just like to do small things that, you know, fulfills my childlike mind. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Builders are required, however, to construct these remaining houses. And like I said before, don't need as many houses as we are creating right now. But you never know. Maybe people just generally don't want to live in this boarding house. I'm still going to keep it there because I think it looks pretty cool. But we still need space for our town hall, which will be here most probably, or at least something of that fashion. It looks like it's late spring and we have not actually started farming, which means we're actually going to need 4 farmers. The 4 farmers sounds like a really bad film, but I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not. The 4 farmers is a blockbuster trilogy starring Russell Crowe. Yeah. That's it. It's just Russell Crowe. Can't remember I'm sure there's someone else there. The reason I say Russell Crowe is because I watched the Robin Hood film recently with him in it. And it was alright. It was alright. It was dark and grim, which was a different take on Robin Hood films. Kind of. I mean, a Robin Hood film is generally grim. I mean, you know, people's stuff are being stolen and that lot. And they're being tortured and killed and that lot. But they don't usually emphasize that fact. They usually show it off as a subplot other than his love life between him and Marion. Yeah. But that one, sort of 50-50, really. That was a thing. Anyway, enough about the Robin Hood affair, as it was. The Robin Hood affair. Starring Mukbee Bugboo. Whoever the balls that is, I don't know. Another fishing dock right there would be very nice. Also, it's a nice snug place to also have another fishing dock. For the future, primarily. I just want to put something here, to be honest. I just want to put something here. Unfortunately, it cannot go there. Because, you know, fuck life. Because fuck life. Although a nice bridge there would be quite a nice look. Now, we're going to have a bridge connecting this way instead. And also the way I said nair right there was a bit weird. We can have it right here, can we? Oh, we can! Ah, it's a much better place to have a fishing dock. And we're just going to cover the general area here with road. There we are. Beautiful. So we're going to have another fishing dock, and we're going to put the people there that are currently working at the quarry to good use. Now what we want to do is we want to put a stockpile right next to this quarry so they don't have to waste their time. I do believe they actually put the stone underneath this little desk thing here, but I'm not too sure if they will. So we're just going to make a stockpile just in case, and also a barn would probably be a good idea because it's quite far away from the barn that we have right now. And we want to make this another town in of itself, maybe in this general location here. But that'll be at a later date. We just want to make a 5x5 quarry, and then around that, maybe a nice house here that can belong to the Lord that is currently owning this quarry. Obviously, it's got to own to some sort of entrepreneur that very much enjoys his stone and occasional iron, which you actually can't get from this quarry, which doesn't make much sense, because the only way to get iron is by mining with a mine that is attached to a hillside. Brilliant. And it looks like... Have we harvested the yield this year? We have. It's not been too much, though. So, no more farmers. I guess because we had a load of farmers, we gathered up a decent amount. I think next year, more beans. We didn't want to take beans last year because there was a giant pile of crap that did not smell too great. And, you know, we don't really talk about that. Also, these two people living here, Tassandri, builders, yay, and Clevari, yeah. Great, fantastic. I'm definitely not bad with names, definitely not. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone, people. Leave me alone, people. What is wrong with you? And it looks like there's a bunch of people who live in here, including a child which has recently been born. Congratulations, Valen and Odyssey, Space Odyssey. Oh my god, that's the child! Oh, scary. Someone has died. Okay. A forest killed by a falling tree. Well, good job. I forgot that people die in that way as well. That's annoying. But, oh well, it happens. It's meant to simulate a real sort of bunch of circumstances. But the thing is, how did he get killed by a falling tree? I mean, you've been doing forestry for quite a long time. I have to imagine you know the drill. You know the safety features. Were you wearing a ultraviolet vest? Were you not? Okay, no one can see you. Reserve for firewood is low. Apparently so. I rhymed there. That is because there is a lot more people working here, which means we are going to need another person doing this firewood business. So let's get to work doing that. Do we have any cattle, actually? I think we do. I'm not going to test it. Forest large is not what I want. What we want, what I want in particular, is I want one of these woodcutters things. I'm going to put them over here. They need to be roughly close to the stockpile and not too close to one another, just to, you know, increase sort of the... I'm sure there's something there, but you know what? Just don't keep them close to one another, because that way... It's like keeping taverns and inns close to each other. In fact, that's usually a good thing, because that means prices remain low because they're competing against one another. Whereas if you weren't to go into a tavern that was in the middle of nowhere, the prices would be rather high because it's in the middle of nowhere. And you're not going to find another tavern for at least another 100 miles. And I mean, do you really want to go 100 miles to have another beer? I mean, by that point, you probably would have got yourself a nice pork pie from the garage. And maybe a Coca-Cola. Also, there's a sponsored by Coca-Cola. Yeah. Real life talks with Biddiss of the Gamer Peons. This is going well. I'm enjoying myself with this. It's going very, very well. And it looks like it's spring, and once again, I've forgotten to micromanage my farmers. It's fine, though. 4 farmers should be enough to keep this field nice and sustained. Also, what is the output for this place right now? 11 stone. It's fine, really. We don't need that much stone. Okay, I just want to know that there is a decent way of gathering a large amount of stone. Well, not a large amount, but a good amount of stone in a very controlled amount of time. I took a breath, by the way, there, because I was trying to sort of find my thoughts, and that's what I did right there. I found my thoughts, and what I found I did not like. It was distasteful. Distasteful. Yes, that is the word I just said right there. What we need to do, and the biggest thing we really need to do, is make a trading post, and I believe it is right here. And we need to put it in a decent location. And I mean, this is a nice place to have a trading post, to be honest. We have a nice house next to it as well, which could belong to the trading post mayor guy. Not only that, but I don't know, actually. It could be in a much better place, like maybe at the tip here. Ooh. Do we want it there? I'm just trying to find it. It's not going to fit there by the looks of it. That's what she said. Yeah, I'm a douche. Let's just put it there for now. And then we can work around it. And also, it's going to increase the, I would say, value of our town by having a trading post. And also, we'll be able to find and to buy some much greater crops to increase our yield, let's say. Because at the moment, people are getting kind of bored of having 7 years of squash and beans. Also, 7 years! It's been 7 years! Old Timothy was born 7 years ago. And you know what he's doing now? He's going out of the town, cutting down wood for the ladies, if you know what I mean. I don't know what that means. That's why it's for the ladies. They know what it means. I don't, though. I don't know what that means. I'm going to continue to wonder what that means. But before we realize and try and feel and try to probably gather what that means, we need to first realize what the music is and what it means. Means. Said that about 11 times right there, a million times. This is like some pumping, get ready for a race kind of music. You know, like some sort of Rocky thing. Like a montage, like, gonna have a montage. Montage! Yeah, that was the greatest singing you'll ever get from me. It's the greatest, the greatest. What do we have right now when it comes to beans? For some reason, we did not get much squash last year, which is quite surprising. Mostly because, also for some reason, we keep getting logs from these guys. I think it's because when I turn them into a farmer, they put the logs back, and that counts as their yield, which is a bit strange. I'm not complaining, though, because we have 5,380 food. Good. Stop being farmers, go back to the quarry, and live your lives. Yeah, 12 people mining up over there. That sounds like a very good thing indeed. Also, we need to increase the yield of food, I feel, to just 6,000, so that these guys don't end up not doing anything whatsoever. There we are. We just need loads of people to mine stone. We're going to get a good amount of stone to be able to construct this building right here. And I had a weird thing, right? What the hell was that? It doesn't matter. We're getting the stone to build this trading post and then have a decent amount of traders at the same time. Also, we need one more of these guys to do some of the wood cutting. That's what we need. And like I said, we're going to have... We need 50 right now because we do use up the firewood relatively quickly in the winter, as you can see right now. It's sort of destabilized. You just don't know. It's going to go up. Is it going to go down? At the moment, it's going down. And actually, it's kind of obvious when you think about it, because as soon as it hits winter, guess what? People get cold. Did someone die? Crushed by a rock. Good job. Good job. No one will remember you because there's no graves currently. Kind of dark, really. Didn't mean it like that. Feel bad now. Look at this forest. This is a very old forest, and it looks like the gathering, I would imagine, from the hut is not as... Oh, no! What am I talking about? At the moment, this season is just as good as the last season, mostly because of the good jobs of this Forester's Lodge right here. They deserve it. More water is required. Oh, wow. We're going mental right now. I've not stopped talking at all, other than that little break that I took. And my throat is currently slowly dying. Dying is the right word, yes. It's going well, though. It's going very well. Very, very well. You can tell how well it's going because I'm very angry right now. You can tell by the just like the... What was that? I'm sure it was something. At the moment, though, we need to get back to the town. The boarding house is currently still not being bloody used. Good job. And it looks like it's nice and beautiful again. It's early spring, which means we don't need as many farmers. Keep to mining, you cretins. And a nice steady evening to you all, in fact. Very well. Very well. Child name... I thought it was a child named Mushroom then. But nope, the child is named... Martha Stewart. Okay then. Good. Good job. We have a Martha Stewart in our town. That's a thing. We'll get used to it. That's a thing and we'll get used to it. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it means good things. As you can see though, there's a cosmetic effect with this quarry, which can definitely show how long the quarry's got until it's actually finished the mining stages. It does get lower, and there's a nice slope that goes down into it as well. It doesn't just stay as the same sort of shallowy pit as it slowly forms into a very deep pit that can be used as a prison later on for Batman. Yes, Bale would enjoy that. Happy days, though. Took a little break right there. Didn't want to tell you, though, because I didn't want to make you feel sad. So instead I did it out of nowhere. Now we do need to have just one person, really. We don't need one person to do anything here, but I'm just going to put one here because there's a question mark on it. We need to put some materials there, but before that... Oh crap, no tools are being created. Okay, get to work on those tools, Brian. Okay, sir. That's his name, and that's what he sounds like. Deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of some of these stone cutters so they can go and actually mine up some of that iron. And we do need more tools. That was something I was forgetting about right there. 2 more tools have been created. And these people will not have any more problems when it comes to tools. And it told me like 11 times, like, tools are running low, tools are running low. Hey, dumbass, tools are running low. Didn't listen. Didn't listen once. Also, there's a question mark still above this area. Why? I put someone in there. I swear I did. Maybe I misclipped and didn't. Misclipped, apparently, is what I did. Nope, misclicked, and then didn't, you know, continue to not pay any attention to that whatsoever. Food, however, is still looking very nice and very well polished for us, but I feel like it's getting to that point where out of nowhere we're going to have like 60,000 people that are just going to completely destroy us. Also, I'm moving around right now in my chair, which is why I'm making those funny noises. More water. My throat is currently dying, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a good thing or a bad thing. I would say it's a bad thing. And I think we're going to end it right here. I think it's a good time to end it, because my throat is going to die. I'm going to die. There's so much to talk about, okay? There's so many ideas that I have of all the ways that we can construct our town. But before we do that, we will wait until next episode and try to create the lovely town of Licknick, which I still need to rename. Until then, though, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff. You've been watching the Gaming Peons, or Gaming Peon. I still need to get that name changed. Banished. I forgot what the game was called then. Which, don't know why I did, because I played a lot of this. See you next time. Say bye, everyone. Bye. 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 Okay, actually, bye now. Yeah, see you. See you there. I'm gonna go.